Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, to the world of Wayne. It's been 3 years, but this is it. We're in the last episode of issue 159 of Eagle Moss's Build the Delorean. Three years, and I thought it was only going to be like two years, but obviously they extended it by 29 issues or something, 2.5 years. But wow, what a ride that's been. And as I said, if you saw my last issue, you would have seen the car completed and it's been put in that cabinet there. And I'll tell you now, I've got no intention of opening it up from this cabinet. As a matter of fact, I've got no intention of keeping this issue either. It's already been claimed by Matthew on my Patreon, so well done for that, Matthew. As soon as I finish filming this, I'll be giving you the magazine. But basically, it's a 96 page or something bumper issue. Doesn't really tell you a lot. It does tell you there, if I could move quickly, because there's a discount code on there that gives you 12% off of the Eagle Moss shop. But basically every single instruction we've had in the past, as you can see, has been made smaller so you can't see it, but put in this bumper magazine, and that's all there is to it in this magazine, nothing else. And then right at the very last page, you see we've got all the hood box there, but that there is the last page, and that is the magazine. Nice and thick it was, but this is only $8.99 as well, so I suppose that's something good, but I don't know if it's worth the price after all we paid for the other extra 29 issues. Obviously now they're pushing the Ecto one, which I'm believing we're probably going to see hit in shops next Thursday, I reckon. It's not going to be in shops, this one, but I do believe issue 1 is. So we might see issue 1 in shops, but this is a subscription one, so all the information about subscribing is in that leaflet there. And then the only other thing they gave us, which I haven't even opened yet, is the cover for the car. So if I open this, just so you can see, I'm not going to put it on the car, but basically it's sort of like the material you have for an umbrella. It's not labelled anywhere DMC or Delorean. It looks like a generic cover, to be honest with you, but that's looking just like that. And that's all there is for that issue. So I have got a little montage. I know you've been waiting for that, but before I run that montage and bid farewell to this, it was actually quite emotional in the newsagents today picking up the last one. It's because I used to do walks down there. I'm going to miss those walks, but obviously I'm picking the Terminator up from the newsagents, so it's no different. Now, it's a big thank you to Eagle Moss for this build with absolutely no problems whatsoever. But
well, there was
what?
The MM screws.
Oh yeah, there was the MM screw problem drama, but other than that, there was no problems at all.
Yeah,
but
the screw holes not bored out correctly.
Yeah, no, I agree. Engine. Yeah, and the warp chat. Okay, so apart from the MM screws, the screw holes not bored out correctly and the wrong type of frame, there was no problems with this.
Warp frame, door hinges,
yeah, I know.
Windows, flux capacitor, control board
yeah,
not working.
I agree with that one.
Optical lights
okay.
not lighting.
Okay, so apart from the MM screws, the screw holes not bored out correctly, the wrong type of engine, the door hinges, the scratch windows, the flux capacitor, the Xmas tree, the Boeing tracks that we had, the suspension failure, the boot hydraulics, the brake switch problems, the control switch problems with that little soldering point. The rear view mirror thing kept falling off, the wrong light door colour, damaged body panels, missing parts, and obviously the optic fibres didn't light around the car. There was nothing wrong with this build at all. Anyway, look, it does look impressive in the case, regardless of all the problems that we've had with it. It goes without saying this car wouldn't be as good as it was if it wasn't for the people in the community that have modded this to bring it up to the level that it is at the moment. So a big thank you goes out to Chloe and Corey and all the folks over at modelmods.com. Anything you can shake a stick at for the mods of this DeLorean you can find on that site. And I have featured them plenty of times on this channel, and you'll also see them all in the playlist of this DeLorean as well. The other person obviously needs no introduction, Mike Lane from Mike Lane's Mods. Again, all of his videos are in the playlist of the DeLorean on this channel, but some of the things he's done have completely blown me away. And finally, thank you to Luxury Model Customs, who made the billboard just back there, which currently lights up my workstation as well, including the 3D printer. All of you have done an absolute sterling job for the community and making this model up to scratch, when I think, if you want my personal review, it's an amazing car with lots of faults. If you want to know what's wrong with my one at the moment, I've got a broken rear axle, and I've got the steering arm is detached on that vehicle. To screw it back in, I'd need to take the whole car apart just to put 2 screws in, which I don't intend on doing. Hence why that's staying in that cabinet and never moving again. I hope you've enjoyed this build series as much as me. Here's a nice little ending montage. All for 130 issues. It's going to cost a lot of money. Is build your own DeLorean from Back to the Future. Those pipes are different sizes there. There's the dreaded screws, which have got a reputation that precedes them. To be honest with you, I've been holding it back because I've actually been scared of it. But this is issue 48 of Eaglemoss's Build a DeLorean. The third way you can watch it is in the order that Eaglemoss disappoints me. I present to you issue 58, the flux they massacred. I mean the flux capacitor. I am going to be using a bigger screwdriver on this because this really does need some welly. I'm just hoping from this one forward everything else will be simple, because that was an absolute nightmare. I'm so sorry about my voice. I'm just trying to get it back after yesterday, so I apologise for last night. They're extending it, and it's all got to do with the hood and the railway tracks and the railway ties that I was just talking about.